Hey, good afternoon, good evening, and we'd like to welcome you to and call to order the regular meeting of the West Valley City Council. It is October 11th, 2022, 6:30 p.m., and we're in the council chambers of West Valley City Hall. We have all members of the council present. Councilmember Fitzsimonu is on Zoom with us, and the rest are present in the room. We are also joined on the dais with Mr. Wayne Pyle, our city manager, and Ms. Kamick, our city recorder. I'll now turn the time over to Councilmember Hoon for the opening ceremony.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to invite all of you to stand up and do a pledge allegiance with me. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll now turn the time to the council for discussion or a motion on our October 4th, 2022 minutes.
Motion to approve the minutes of October 4th.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, and those are approved. We'll now turn to our public comment period. The comment period is 30 minutes total. Any person wishing to speak must limit their comments to 5 minutes each. Upon recognition by the mayor, please approach the microphone. If you did not have a chance to sign up with your name and address on the sign-in paper, please give your name and address at the podium. This time is yours, so there will be no interaction with the council or the mayor, and then they'll have time to respond at the end of the 30 minutes. So, well, at the end of the comments. So I'll now open the public comment period. And I don't have the sign-up sheet, so whoever signed up first.
There was no one that signed up.
Okay, no one signed up?
He's signing up right now.
Okay, so anyone that would like to speak, please come to the microphone.
How y'all doing today?
Good. So name and address, please.
Dean Norman from Parkway, Chesterfield area.
Address. So if we need to
1210
get input,
Parkway.
thank you.
So it's kind of a common thing. I know several people in here come up here week after week after week. I kind of look at him because he lives in the same neighborhood as me. The speeding on Parkway is, I gotta watch my mouth there. Disgusting. Had a dog get hit Saturday. My wife went across the street with a couple of neighbors, check on the dog, it's still alive. And they almost got hit by a guy speeding down the road. And then the guy has the balls to get out and yell at them for helping this dog. Speed bumps, like we've discussed before, we had the sergeant of traffic or whatever he was, witnesses a semi from Brinks going 42 miles an hour is what he said he was. And he did nothing. He was there to supervise, observe. Okay, well, you just observe someone breaking the law. So we got on camera, our neighbor's dog got ran over by a semi. Had my truck been parked, so I had a tow truck at the time, had it been parked in the road, he would have took it out. I mean, he was feet away from my dog, was peeing on my mailbox and turned around and got ran over. Speed bumps are on 2320. The road's kind of a pain in the butt when you got a longer truck and trailer, but you don't get people doing. I mean, 25 is a suggested speed limit to them. Like I said, we got this digital sign right in front of my yard. They use that as a high score reader. They have no regard to laws, no regard to human life or animal life. And it's just a matter of time before you got a dead human there. I mean, I know if you know, familiar with the area from years ago, Crystal Avenue was bad, and they've got grave markers for children that have been killed. It is a serious serious problem. And again, the reason I come here, I should not have to fill my neighbor's music or anyone in the neighborhood for that, right? I shouldn't have to spend most of my weekends in yesterday's example. I got off work, I worked Park City 10 hours, come back home to filling the neighbor's music for first 3 hours I was home. My wife was already irritated, so it had been going on for some time. You can't go over and, hey, you please turn your shit down. They don't care. Like I said, I shouldn't have to spend time trying to get hold of dispatch. We won't go over that whole 45-minute wait to get into them, but the noise is ridiculous and the speeding has got to be something that gets taken care of on Parkway immediately. I mean, it's something that you're going to have a death of a human. And I mean, it's sad to see animals die. Granted, keep your dogs in the yard, but if they weren't speeding, they would miss it. I mean, this is a big black poodle. You can't bouncy, happy dog. You can't miss it. So if they weren't speeding, they would not hit it. So that's what I'm here for, is the speeding is got to go. It's got to stop. And the noise ordinance is, I know it's during the day, but shouldn't have to fill my neighbor's music or their parties. So I appreciate you guys taking my time and thank you guys for being here.
Okay, thank you. Was there anyone else that didn't have a chance to sign up?
Charles Soderborg on 3497 West San Marcos Circle. And I've just had people ask me questions. Somebody was asking why we couldn't have a bike lane on 3100. They said they really were scared when they rode their bike down that road. And I says, yeah, and I know it's a problem and it would be nice if we could do it. But I also know that there's a lot of places in West Valley that don't even have sidewalks. So I just thought I'd let you be aware there are still people concerned about that. Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Jim Visak, 5491 West Lockwood Drive. I didn't sign up because if nobody else would have, we could have had maybe the fastest meeting. Remember, it's 7 minutes. So, but since others are talking, I'm going to talk. Last Thursday, we did Paw Patrol here in West Valley City. What was Paw Patrol? Police department came out, myself, and one other resident came out for the 4 o'clock one, or 2 o'clock, and we walked dogs from the shelter. You know, I'm a cat person, but it was fun walking the dogs out there and getting to talk with the police officers and the shelter really needs the help. They 70+ dogs and they can't get to all of them and walk them. So it was kind of fun walking the dogs and getting to talk. It will be going on for the rest of the month on Thursdays. 11 o'clock is the first one. 2 o'clock is the second one. Different officers. You can come out both times. Walk 2 different dogs. They had 2 German Shepherds in there. I got to walk the 2 German Shepherds. So that was kind of fun to do. Parkway. I spend a lot of time down there by Parkway Park and by those apartments coming in and out of there. And at certain times of day, it is so hard to come out in the street because people are racing up, like these guys are saying, racing up that street. And I don't know if it's something that we need more enforcement, but I agree 100%. With these guys, Parkway is definitely a problem. And on the other end, we're going to have a problem. They say that there's a racing where you guys just approved the senior area. There's a lot of racing down there too, going fast. And so something we need to be looking at as a city. So that's all I have tonight. Good to see you back.
Thank you. Was there anyone else that wished to speak?
Miles Wynn, 2766 West, 2890 South, 84111, 84119. I always mess up my address. Anyway, I just want to say I second all the speeding issues as always. And the other thing I just wanted to come up here to mention is how appreciative I am for the moment that Daniel Johnson gave me last week to make an exception for my speed study. So again, I just really want to mention how much I appreciate that. That's all I got.
Okay, thank you. Was there anyone else? Okay, we'll close the comment period and turn it over to Mr. Pyle. Did you have any comments?
Just 2 quick things from the weekly brief, ma'am, I thought were of note. One was kind of a new one. The police department has this new community outreach event, this Faith and Blue, as they call it. I don't know that's anything particularly different than the other ones that they do from an outreach standpoint, just that it's in a kind of a different venue and reaching a possibly different audience. So I thought that was of note, was good. The other was a kind of a more unseen thing that nobody would know much about, but Salt Lake County Graffiti Services asked us for training from our graffiti folks, which we went out and provided. And I thought that was of note, especially given the long work and expertise we have there. So that's it, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now turn it to the council. Council, do you have any comments? All right, thank you. Well, now on our agenda, we have public hearing item number 7, and that has been withdrawn by the applicant. So we'll now just move on to our one resolution, which is 22-150, and I'll turn that to Mr. Pyle.
Thank you, ma'am. Just introducing this quick item. This is authorizing the execution of an interlocal cooperative agreement with the county for participation in the Salt Lake County Stormwater Coalition. And the purpose of the program here is a renewal of our commitment and program in which we participate in such community outreach things as Slow the Flow and other kinds of marketing and educational awareness campaigns that help people be aware of how they can not contribute to contamination in the stormwater system, that sort of thing. We've done that for many, many years since we started our stormwater utility. And this costs, I mean, the program itself costs more, but our share of it is $21,326.
Okay, thank you. I'll now turn it to the council for discussion or a motion.
Yeah, I move forward, actually approve the resolution, the 22-150.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. I'll turn the time to Ms. Kamic for a roll call vote.
Councilman Fitzie Umanu.
Aye.
Councilman Whitstone,
Yes.
Councilman Harmon,
Yes.
Councilman Hune,
Yes.
Councilman Christensen,
Yes.
Councilman Nordfelt,
Yes.
and Mayor Ling.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, thank you. Seeing no other agenda items, we just have one more motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And we are adjourned. Thank you so much for coming out.